Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the whoa, I should start that again if this wasn't live. The next live launch here in the Craft Cave from the Art of Craft and the John Next Door collection. So tonight we're launching, I kind of say a beautiful die. I say this all the time, I feel like I really do. But this is a beautiful die. I was saying to Sam earlier and he went, oh, that's the one you really liked, isn't it? Very different for me. The idea of just having a single cut piece that makes a beautiful frame, something perhaps we haven't done in the collection before, but as you can see by the samples, you can use it in so many different ways, because what I've done is I've included the back flower for it, the top flower for it, and everything. So you can put a whole collection like you see there on that whitey glitter, or just cut it in a contrasting card as we've got there. Here doubled over in white and black. So many different options that you can do with this die. I think it's absolutely beautiful and I hope you like it. And I've also got to start tonight with a happy Mother's Day, and a happy Mother's Day, or as my card said to my mum, because I think we forget sometimes, happy Mothering Sunday, which is what it traditionally was here in Britain. But happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers that are here, or those that have, that have left us but are still over watching us and looking over us, which I know there are a lot of. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there and grandmothers out there and the cat mothers and the dog mothers and everybody, because in some way or another, I think everybody's a mother to somebody. And a lot of the people that follow and watch on here have been very mothering to me and to Sam, and we really genuinely appreciate it. So we wanted to say that one. So good evening to Jenny, Sarah Jane Kennedy. I love that. Name. Carol Bignall, our Janet McRae, of course, who is the wonderful mother to a family and a wonderful cat Oreo. We've got Mary Smith, Samantha Hughes. Our Sonia's watching as well. Yay. And Jane Briggs. There's loads of people over on YouTube. Sally Ann, Margaret, Debbie, Deborah, Sarita. Nice name. So remember, if you're watching and you want us to say hello, because I always try and say hello to my lovely friend Marjorie, but unless you say hello in the comments and I spot it, then I don't know you're watching. So we don't get a list of who's watching. And what we do is we simulcast. So we actually simulcast out over 3 different places. And then it's shared as well. So it goes out live on Art of Craft, it goes out live on John Next Door Official, and it goes out live on YouTube as well, and then it's shared out. So wherever you're watching at the moment, I can see comments if you're watching on the Art of Craft or on YouTube, but if you're watching on any of those other channels, then I usually can't see them. So, and don't worry, Susan, you're excused for being late. And good evening, Andrea and Gay Frizzell. Love that. We met years ago, if I'm getting this right, Gay, didn't we meet down in So Simple? Or have I got that wrong? I'm terrible with names. So on to tonight. It's a beautiful die, and what I've tried to do is to give you options with this. So this is so new again, I don't even have packaging for this. It's literally almost just arrived. So what you're going to get is the beautiful ring. So this is on its own, basically it's 4 by 6 inches almost on its own. It's a very, very big frame die. But then you're also getting, and tell you what, let's move to the overhead, because it's far easier for me to show you on the overhead. So let me move some samples out of the way. We'll leave this green one out because I absolutely love this one. This one is one of our Leslie's. So what you've got is, the idea is it can fit any way perfectly. So it can fit out there. Oh, good evening, Vivian, and good evening. We've just had our lovely Sheila say, I hope you're feeling better, Sheila. We haven't spoken in ages. We normally get to catch up at York. And our lovely Sheila Lawson as well. So Sheila Tootin and Sheila Lawson. Just to make sure I mention everybody. So you've got this beautiful frame. And as I said, you're talking about effectively 1, 2, 4, 5. You're going into a 6 by 4. It's the sort of smallest. I've been mounting it on 5 by 7. But the idea is it has the beautiful daisy inside the frame, but I've also given you exactly the same size of plain daisy to go on there, yeah, and also the outline to go on, and then 2 more sizes. So if you love the daisy die, or you weren't able to get it because it has completely sold out, oh, better say a few more hellos. Hello to Kirsty over on YouTube, and hello to Maggie Matthews. Good evening all, I like that. So you're getting quite a lot in this one. And it is beautiful. And it is only $14.99. And remember, this is an exclusive. So it can go that way. 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 And it is very, very delicate. I think you'll see more when we get into the demonstrations of what you can do with it. But absolutely beautiful thing. The samples for this are stunning. I have to say thank you to the amazing Carol Bignall, Leslie Lakin and Helen Jones who've made samples for this one. They're absolutely gorgeous samples that we've got on here. I've got to sneak in another one. Look at that. I know that's one of our Leslie's. Yeah, it is. I don't keep picking on Leslie's, but just mixing the colours, because what we've actually done with this one is this has been designed to work with Emma's Ovals and the Roseberry. So if you've watched the video, we use the Roseberry die. That is designed. Now, this is intentional. It's just about 3 mil smaller than that circle. And the reason for that is so that it can do this. It can hang on the edge. Otherwise, if it was exactly the same size, it wouldn't work as well. So it's been designed so that it's exactly on the edge. So that's oval fits it. Of course, it's in the same ratio. So if you want a mat for it, that oval fits it. Yeah? If you want a smaller insert for in there, that one fits exactly. Or if you want, say we're going that way, you want a little tag, that fits across to give you a sentiment tag that works with it. If you want to, this will, I loved this, it will actually stick onto the frame maker. So you can actually, it will sit on exactly, so you can change completely the scope of that frame maker. And of course the other pieces that are in here, I'm putting the wrong piece back, will fit. But also the flower is the same. So again, you could tie those two together. So normally what we would have done is this would have been launched as a whole collection together. You'd have got all of the ovals and you'd have seen the mix and match. We don't do that anymore. We make it more affordable. So we make it so that everything fits. Thank you, Gillian just said she's ordered hers. Remember, it's just $14.99 because what we're trying to do is to make sure that we're launching things every week not every week because we have breaks. We're trying to make sure that everything is affordable and there's not massive bundles and you buy it bit by bit. It's almost like the old layaway scheme that my nan used to do. The insurance man used to come round every week when I was there on a Friday to stay Friday night into Saturday, and every Friday night the insurance man would come and my nan would pay the insurance and the divvy or whatever it was she'd ordered for that. So you can see that everything's designed to all fit together. I went completely off kilter there, didn't I? It's because it's Mother's Day. We've had my mum round for dinner. I made a pie. So from scratch. So that's the die set and it's $14.99. We've also managed to get some more stock of the Navajo and the Tahoe. So if you missed out on those are back available for you. So we've got those back. And we've also got that offer back, having sold out $7.92 for 6 packs of the pearls, which is crazy value. So on that you get 3 black and 3 white. I mean, I have loads. So these have come from my personal stash. You're getting all of those for $7.92, which is a crazy price. Oh, good evening, Craftaholic. I love that name. So you're getting all of those for $7.92. So it's worth throwing in your basket because you want to take this over £25, because over £25 it's free P&P. So there's loads more available on the website than you can actually see at the moment. So what I'm going to do is going to take you over to the website so you can actually see. So you can see here, there's the brand new die there, the Daisy Oval. We've got the Navajo and the Tahoe. If you wanted to get the other ovals, so Emma's Oval's there at $22.99. We've got the Daisy Quilt die there as well and the roseberry there. Love that roseberry, which matches perfectly. Then we've got that pearl offer, and of course we've got, first of all, the beautiful Nellie Snellen embossing folders, because you want something plain and simple with this because of the pattern, at just £5.80. And then we've got, again, that offers back on the linen card. This is your time to get it, the canvas card, at just £9.74. So you're getting 25% off that. So you get 25%. Oh gosh, they've gone down, £4.95 for the gold and silver. And I'm using those, and I didn't actually even tell anyone I was going to be using those. So let's go back onto our overhead. So I'm going to flick through some of the samples here that I've pulled out that I absolutely love. There are so many on here. It is amazing. That was the one from the packaging, and I've done a version of that way round for the video. That's the one I was just showing you of Leslie's. Love that. This is a great way. My first demo, I'm going to use some patterned paper, but in gold. How classy does that look? This is for your quick cards. There we go. So either that way, or that way, or that way, or that way works. But that looks so complex, but watch the video, shows you exactly how to do that. John, any chance you could bring back the ice flower die? I missed out on it when I was caring for my husband. I'm really sorry, Gay. We've moved too far on from that one, the ice flower. But there will be a new Christmas flower that's very, very similar. I've been drawing today, and there will be a new Christmas flower that's very similar. But the quantity we have to order to reorder back in, we have to do it during the Christmas period, I'm afraid, for that one. And that's one that we didn't reorder, and we now can't, because we're just about to go on to the new ones. And we have to order too many in that the price would go up. So Susan says, just ordered along with the new ink brushes. The ink brushes, did you notice? I mean, I'm hoping the boss isn't watching. They're like a third of what other people have been charging. I know some of them have been putting them on offer and things, but the full price of ours is like literally at least half of what everyone else has been charging. But look at these. They're so good for your sentiments, for your little cards from our Helen. Or it's got to be our Carol. No, it's Helen. Because I know our Carol loves an easel card, because our Sammy hates them because they're really hard to decorate. But see, that flower is the flower that's included in here. Just beautiful. Love this one. Happy Easter. That's got to be our Helen. It is, because the sentiment's off, and she loves her sentiments going slightly off. But beautiful, and the way it's dropped back in. Absolutely lovely. So I thought, really, I should demo. And I thought, I want to show you as well. Samantha said, ordered earlier today, couldn't resist after the stunning samples. Thank you, Samantha. I know the girls really appreciate that. They really appreciate the support. And remember, all of our samples, if you want to copy them, you go ahead and copy them. Please, honestly. So what I've done here is I've taken a piece. This is some of the Stamperia paper that I've got, some scraps I've got left from the Timeless collection. Mainly because I love this collection and I've got scraps of it everywhere. So, but it's a great way to show how we can mix in your patterned paper from anywhere along with your dies, and how you can really work. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to start with, and I want to show you how easily this cuts, because it's very rare that I do this style where literally one cut and it does everything. But of course the mats and layers are in other sets if you want them. So what you want to do is always try and trim your card down. It will make an intricate die cut a lot better. So onto my plates, and then I'm just going to run that through the machine. So nice and simple. And while that's going through, I'm going to blow my nose quickly, guys. Sorry. Remember, if you've got any questions, just like Gaze asked and Samantha asked earlier, just put the letter Q or the word question in your comment and ask away. And it has to be on YouTube or the Art of Craft Facebook, because tonight those are the only ones I can see. Good evening, Avril and Diane. And Shirley as well. Sorry, I keep saying, as people say hello, I will say hello. There's not as much chat. The papers, Leslie, I don't know if Leslie saw the show, so I don't know if Leslie knows there was 20% off the whole collection and the papers. But yeah, Leslie, if you didn't, I meant to give you a ring, but I knew you'd got the kids and things. So give me a ring and I'll explain. But there's, yeah, If you missed out, there's 20% off. You want them. I know you want the Stamperia papers. So here we go. I'm hoping the code still works. I don't know when it runs out, but I would imagine it'll be all weekend. But can you see there how beautifully simple that is? And it just works. And I'm going to go with a card that's on the side. So all I've done is mat and layer. So what I've done is I've gone 5 by 7 in the paper. I've gone 5 1/8 by 7 1/8 in blue, and 5 1/4 by 7 1/4 in the silver. And I've used, obviously, our beautiful silver mirror card, which comes in the mirror and satin pack, and it is only it's less than £5. I think it's £4.49 or something. Let me check, because I had that on the website earlier, didn't I? Oh, now I've gone past it, haven't I? And the web's running a little slow. If the web is running slow, guys, don't worry. £4.95, crazy. That's literally 49.5p a sheet. So remember, free P&P over 20. I thought you'd want it, Nick, Leslie. But I didn't want. I know you said you were going to miss the show, so I was hoping you'd catch it yesterday. So you can see that's. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful, but it almost disappears a little bit into there. So what I want to do is I want to make that pop. I want to make it things. So the first thing I'm going to do is take a scrap of the matching paper. Yeah. Sam Jane Ankerson Grove. I love that name. I said that last time, didn't I? Hi, John. Hope you're well. I had a go at the pop-up card today and it turned out okay. Brilliant. It is. Once you've got the measurements right, it really works. So what I want to do is, obviously, I want to 3D this. And can you imagine trying to stick this down with you can't with foam, and your gel's going to be visible. But if you take the oval from the roseberry and cut that, and I'm just going to do that, and let's do it in my little Kaleido next to me. Then this will fit perfectly. No, don't worry, Sheila. If you've got to nip off, you nip off. I'm really grateful that everyone's watching today, because I know a lot of people will be out, celebrating Mother's Day or, Grandmother's Day and like I said, Cat's Day. We really want to celebrate everybody. Everyone can be motherly, whether they've got kids or not. And there are a lot of, and there are a lot that have passed, and we need to remember that as well. So just a little bit of glue glaze, and you'll see that fits beautifully. And can you see there? It just fits perfect. So now we've got the right spot. Yeah. And you can spend a little bit more time getting it even. Now we can easily foam tape that. So we can get a nice little 3D look really simply on it. But we're not having to fussy cut. Could you imagine? Yes, I should say that. Bye-bye, Sheila. Sorry. So can you imagine trying to fussy cut an oval to fit on this? Again, you could if you wanted to, but you don't need to. So now already, let's glue that onto my card blank. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is more than enough to do this. And we just put that on like that. Perfect. Heather says the dogs buy good Mother's Day presents. So they should. Yeah, I think that's good. Actually, do you think I could get away with getting Mother's Day? No, I'd have to get Father's Day gifts because I've got a lot of plushies. Would that count? Can the plushies buy me? I'm going to tell Sam that my plushies have got to buy me. I've got to buy me Father's Day presents. So you go there. Look, that's beautiful. But again, I used some blue, which brings out the blue in the paper, but I can overlayer this so well. So what I did was I've cut out the solid in all 3 sizes that come inside the Daisy Oval. And again, they're slightly different sizes. So what I'm going to do now is cut out the rims for them. Nice and simple, nice and easy. I'm going to use as little space as possible because I don't want to waste that. I severely hope Oreo bought you something, Janet, nice for Mother's Day. I should be very disappointed if she didn't, even if that, and I know that means you buying it yourself from her, but you should. So just running that through. There we go. So I'm just going to pop these out. Nice and simple, nice and easy. But the benefit of the way that I've designed this is Leslie's had 3 lovely flower arrangements. My mum always shouts at me if I buy flowers. She had chocolates from Lindt this year, because she loves flowers. But she always says, they cost too much on Mother's Day. They put the prices up. There again, she does the same for her birthday because it's Valentine's Day. So I usually get flowers for one of the 2. Meggie got me my favourite chocolates and money for Lincoln Craft Fair. Excellent. When is Lincoln? When is the next Lincoln? Is it April? I'm sure it is. It's just after Easter, isn't it? So all I'm going to do is a little bit of glue glaze on the back and onto the solid. So again, different flowers, different sizes, but the same flower as the Daisy Daisy. So it's extending that Daisy Daisy collection you've got and giving you more flowers to keep it going. You know I love that idea. Put that in because it's going to dry. Janet, he got me some socks and an umbrella with cats on. Very good. He is a very, very clever cat. He knows not to let you go without. Julia had lovely flowers plant, which we had no idea what it is, and chocolate. Oh, perfect, Julie. So you did better than mine. I felt bad. My mum, she did get 3. She got a heart-shaped box of flowers. She got a, like a chocolate bunny and a normal box, but one of the big boxes of the Lindt chocolates that she loves. So Leslie says you can also cut out 3 of them and stick them together for depth. I had chocolates too. Spoilt mummy I am. Excellent. Yeah, Rob's not daft either. I'm sure he got you something as well as the boys. You should be getting grandparents' gifts as well. They're always looking after them, bless. So you can, as Leslie said, stack them on top of each other to get 3. Nicola said, I did get a message from my daughter as not the same in Australia. No, it's not. I worked today but had a good day. Oh, that's good, Nicola. But the difference is, I've got these flowers. Oh, I need to do the other one, don't I? See, I'm too bothered whittling, asking what everyone got and if they did. And if you didn't, then, you know, please take this card and take our love for Mother's Day. You know, it's not just about gifts and presents. We genuinely, Sam and I said this actually earlier, we genuinely feel very, very mothered by everybody that follows us in the group and supports us. We genuinely do. We were actually talking about this earlier because you are such wonderful people to us. You really are. So take it from us as well. So, but you can see, as Leslie said, it's a beautiful flower when it's all mounted together. But the difference is, and this is what I love, is this silver flower is standing out, and I could put a blue rim on it and it would stand out. But let's make it pop a little bit more. Let's just put a little bit of glue glaze on each of the petals because I'm using mirror card. And when I'm gluing to mirror card, really, I only use glue glaze because it's the only one that doesn't mark it. But can you see there? There we go. How beautiful is that? It fits exactly. It's almost, it's part of the frame, which of course it is. And then I can offset it by just adding a couple more flowers. Now what I'm going to do, let me see, because I haven't used this for ages. And I let it sometimes go a little bit too hard and then have to pop it out. I've done it again. I didn't leave the pop in long enough. And for life of me, if anyone knows where I can buy some more cocktail sticks from, I've run out of them. So I've got one I've put on the side that I've been using for ages. There we go. So we can just add our little blue flowers onto there. And of course we can stamp our sentiment into the middle. But can you see with that, I'm not having to put any, I can stamp my sentiment in the middle. But you see in that, I'm not having to do that arrangement's already done for you. So I've already done that arrangement of the leaves. It's the perfect size. Let's go forward because that makes it a lot easier. There you go. But you can see that, but it makes sense of that paper. Now I've made this 5 by 7, but as I said, that could easily be 6 by 4 and fit on. So you can make it smaller as well. Absolutely love that. So that's when we're mixing it around and we're doing a different direction. But I wanted to show you as well, that's how we form pop it. I was going to show you this time again. This time I've done it in gold, but I want to make a 3. So I'm just going to, oops, I pressed the wrong button. Bear with me if you're on Facebook. Oh, I thought I'd lost a load of messages. I'm sorry, guys. I think that's lovely, Christine. I think that's a lovely thing. I use an old pokey tool and clean it on a scrap of paper. That's a great idea, Sheila. I thought the comments weren't working. It had kind of frozen on Australia. So what I'm going to do is, this time I'm going for gold. So again, this is the gold. Every day is Mother's Day. Well, it should be. I try and speak to my mum. I'd love to say I speak to my mum every day. I have done this week. But I speak to my mum at least 3 times a week, you know, if not more, if I possibly can. So I should update you all as well. Well, we are doing really well for time tonight. It's because I haven't waffled as much. Tomorrow I am on Hobbycraft TV with a brilliant John Next Door bog off, buy one get one free. Really worth tuning in for that. It's a brilliant. I've not tried the range, Susan, but I have tried Morrison's. They used to have them in their aisle that had all their sort of, well, I know it sounds awful to say it this way, we called it the crap aisle. You know, where they have like the cloths and all the red boxes full of stuff. But I couldn't find any on there. That's normally where I'd look. So I will go and have another look. So this time, cut it in gold. Oops, and I've done it. I left it on the wrong camera, didn't I? See, tells what I'm like. So I've cut it 3 times. So I could do a triple and really offset it. Yeah. But what I want to do is I'm going to put this together to keep it, to have a really good depth. So make sure each bit's picked out. So I'm going to take 2 of them and just spray glue them. Oh, Home Bargains has some. I never thought of trying. Home Bargains is probably the right sort of place, isn't it? So I'm going to have to do a trip to Home Bargains this week. So I'm going to take one. What did someone say? It's absolutely pouring down here. Try the baking aisle. Ah. So I'm just matching these together. So I've got there 2 of them. I'm going to take the next one. Yeah, Sarah Jane said the same. Try the baking aisle. I've never thought of trying the baking aisle. So I will learn eventually. So I'm just putting together and it doesn't matter if the foliage doesn't all quite fit. It will work really, really well. Yeah, so we've got now, that's a lot thicker. So when we pop that onto card, you're getting a lot thicker piece which really works. So they'd be really nice for a wedding, Susan. Yeah, that's a brilliant idea. Our Susan Mittelbach has just said it'd be great for a wedding. I think that's a fab idea. So what I want to do now is I've already cut a piece. This is actually a piece of scrap from using something else. And what I've done is I'm going to place this with the... oh, John, get your words out. It's not the Harlequin. It's the Argyle 3D embossing folder. Watch the show tomorrow for that, honestly. And remember last week's show, how good it was. So that's tomorrow at 9 o'clock and at 1:30 on Hobbycraft. So I've just done that. And again, what I don't want to do is... I don't normally like wasteful. We're talking all... we're all talking about cocktail sticks. I don't like wasting things, but cocktail sticks to me, because at least they're wood, they will rot down. They really will. Lovely with the flowers in black, says our Jacqueline. The flowers work beautifully. I've got my third demo I'm going to do you in black. So all I'm doing again is just going round and putting a little bit on the rim all the way around this piece. But I love this. We're just doing almost texture on texture for this. So again, let's go and turn this other way around, which lets me put... Can you see? It's just... If you watch the video, but I will show you in the next one why this oval is slightly smaller. It's been raining heavy in spurts all day here, says Nicola. We've had the same here. Literally very, very heavy for 10 minutes, then nothing. You could use the ovals for picture frames in your... Ooh, picture frames in your journal. Do you know what? I'm going to be really naughty now. I'm just thinking... where's those cards I got? Wouldn't it work well? I'm going to cut another... I'll do it in a minute. Have I got another one cut? I haven't. Yeah, they would. They would work really well with the bits from the journal to work in your journals. And they will actually fit. I might do that. No. Oh, how beautiful. That fits. Oh, how nice. Perfectly sized to fit within your journals. And they would work really well. It's the right size and it would work so well in the... Yeah, it really would. Ooh, yeah. I love that. Leslie, this is what I made on Friday. Look at me. I mean, it's not... It's, you know... I love doing this, but I never get a chance to. So that's what I did on Friday, sorry. But thank you for that, Susan. That was a brilliant idea. So what I'm going to do is I've got here now just a plain piece again. And I've got this cut. And I want to trim this down because what I want to show you is the 6x4. Blue sky this morning here, says Jacqueline. Carol Miller. Whereabouts are you, Jacqueline? And Mary says, my son went for a walk with the dog on Saturday afternoon and came back with cake and an invite to a craft session for Thursday morning. £2 with coffee and cake. He stayed to talk to the ladies, so he's going to go with me. Oh, that is lovely. I've never been... My mum says she's no idea where my artistic section comes from. And she's in the nicest possible way, and she doesn't mean anything. She said she hasn't got a creative bone in her body and she just couldn't do it, what we do. Question, can we have a sneak peek of the Zoom workshop? Ooh, yes, you can. When I remember where I've put it. Oh, where have I put it? Oh, that's not good. If I can remember where I've put it, because I've had to tidy a load of things. Oh, it's there next to me. Yes, you can. I'll remember that. Right, so I've cut this down. Sorry. Great Notley in Braintree. We've had snow in Yorkshire Dales today. Meggie has loved it. We had snow on Friday. Sam went, it's that cold. It feels like it's snow. Look, the sky looks like it's snow. And we went out about 10 minutes later and it was snowing. It's crazy. I've never had to have the heat on here ever so long. Sunny in Norfolk, raining here now, says our Julie. Bless. So remember this die, guys, $14.99, brand new, exclusive to the Art of Craft. And try and go over £25 because that will get you free P&P. So you want to do that. If you think, in fact, if you're thinking about joining the Zoom class, add that into your basket because although that's not delivered, that might actually take you over. That's good. Jackie Jones, sorry I'm late. Just finished Chinese. Oh, lovely. Went to bingo with my son earlier as well to celebrate my 60th and Mother's Day. Brilliant day. Oh, well done, Jackie. I haven't done bingo in ages. I used to love doing that one. Samantha says it's been lovely, been quiet, and quiet. Meggie been playing in the snow. So whilst I put this on a bigger card, can you see? Just keeping it nice and simple genuinely works. There it is. I lose everything. Oh, and Avril's saying, try the party section. Great idea. Yeah, I do need to get some more. So yes, happy birthday, Jackie. Christine said we've had hailstones yesterday. Where was that, Jackie? I missed that. Yeah, I'm pouring with rain this afternoon. Oof. So you can see that. And I've just added a little bit of green on. Now I could cut some green, cut a flower in green. I don't really want to do that. All I want to actually do with this, and I'm going to grab a scrap rather than the pieces that I've laid out because I really don't want to waste a big piece of card. I'm just going to take the actual die that comes with it, the outside lines. So we're keeping this very, very simple. So all I need to do is to just cut that. So this is the one that matches with it. So I want to keep this nice and clean and simple. I know my machine's not the best, so there we go. Samantha, remind me at the end to show you the zoom, because otherwise we all know I'll forget, because I do so easily. Because I pulled it out. In fact, let me put it there. That way I can remember. So again, a little bit of glue glaze, easiest way to do it. But this could be your invitations. This could be your save the date. This could be your wedding thank you cards or party thank you cards, because a photo would look gorgeous in there. I so want to grab that beautiful couple that's in the Stamperia I was using. There we go. But look there. How much it suddenly pops just by adding that flower onto there. And of course the other thing that I've done with this, now come on, because I opened a new packet to do the video and I put them in the wrong drawer. The large pearls, which is why we've given you that brilliant offer on the pearls, which $7.92 for 6 packs is crazy. It's like £1.20 a pack. They fit exactly, because you can't tell. Those look like they're stripes. They're not. They're actually circles. It's only when you put the pearls on you see that they're circles. So we pop those on. Just like that. And at that price, you get so many in the pack anyway. It doesn't really matter. Oops. No. So just going to pop those on. What's that? Our Mary said, going to end a perfect day watching 2 more episodes of The Capture. They showed on Gogglebox on Friday night. 3 seasons. I've never seen that. And we're just into season 1 so far and loving it. Well worth watching. We've just finished, Sam and I, watch box set rinsing The Beauty on Disney Plus. Honestly, it's called a horror. It isn't. It's a thriller, but it's almost like a drama thriller. It's not scary. Because I can't stand scary on horror. We absolutely loved it. We are desperate for the next one to come through. Now, I've done the same thing again, and I'm going to show you how to get through that one. So, I've done it the wrong way round. I did this earlier. I want it to be that way. I really wanted it to be that way. So, what you do is fold your back piece in like that. And that makes you then a reverse easel card, which is what I did with the first ever TV demonstration I did on. And the first demonstration I did on TV, I did exactly the same thing. And also, I also did it in white and gold. So very interesting that it's the same. But you see there how beautifully that works. So again, we've got completely different looks from using the same die, just using that beautiful new Daisy oval. Yeah. So Leslie says it was nice to use my multitude of pearls and gems on this die. Yeah, you've gone to town more than I ever do. No, I go crazy. I'm as bad as Leslie with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut one more in gold, just so I can show you Susan's idea of using it as a frame, as a picture frame, or with your papers and things. So you guys inspire me more than I inspire you, I think, sometimes. Yeah, so a beautiful, I just think that's a beautiful card. I think it really, simple. And you put your sentiment on. This is a great way to use your peel-offs as well. Or your sentiments, you've got your Sue Wilson die sentiments, that will work beautifully with it. You don't have to be mine. But the reason I'm cutting all the time is I want to show you it's complex, this die, it looks it, but how easily it die cuts. It really does. So what's going to go is look. Yes. Oh. Yeah. So how perfectly it would work inside your journals, and how beautiful it would work with those papers. I've been playing with any of the papers, really. Oh, Lolita. Oh, that's so cute. So those are all from the Stampede, but you all saw that on Craft Cave, I'm sure, on Wednesday. All the extra. If you didn't, you can catch up on last week's Craft Cave on YouTube, but also you can catch up on the extra live I did on Wednesday when I was making the booklet. So when I was doing this, and that on that show, it also explains to you. It also explains to you the 20% off, and gives you the link to PI, because you get 20% off it all. But I don't want to go through that all tonight. Here we go. So, Sarah Jane, could you thread twine or fine ribbon through the holes in the oval? There you go. Our Carol's done it for you. Our Biggers has done it for you. Really beautifully, and put a bow at the top. So yes, you could. Absolutely gorgeous. Just to show you another one of our Helens, and I'm going to show you one of our Leslies. Look how beautiful that is, with that deepest sympathy, with that flower on there. It shows you where to put the flower. So you don't have to use the same flower. It shows you where to put a flower. And of course, I made sure that the arrangement of foliage is exactly how I would arrange it around an oval to make it easy for you. But love this one of Leslie's. Yeah. At the top with a yellow, with her beautiful yellow and black. Again, multi-layer flower with a gem in the middle. Yeah, works so well. And then a background, I think, from the last die set, but might be coming in one that's coming up, because obviously we've got a few more coming yet. So I want to put that in. I'm going to put that in there to remind me to add that into that booklet. Right, so where are we? Cool, we've got time. I'm going to get one more done. So this time I wanted to show you how we hang it on. So I'm going to take, again, when I remember, find out where I've put it. There it is. So this time I'm going to take the frame maker. So I'm taking this from Emma's Ovals. Yeah. So I'm taking this from Emma's Ovals and I'm just going to cut that. So let's go through. It's a simple one, so we can go quickly through our Kaleido, can't we? When I find my plate for it. There we go. Question. Can we see the Sunday show from last week? You can, Kirsty. There wasn't a Sunday show from last week, Kirsty. We had last Sunday off, I think, was it? Was it the week before? I can't remember. You can. All of them are available on YouTube. Let me have a look for you. Bear with me a second, guys. Sorry. Here we go. YouTube video content. Yeah, so you can watch. If you just go on the live button on the John Next Door or John at Lockwood Facebook, you can see the Stamperia special from Friday. Then you've got Craft Cave Live from Wednesday, and then the Art of Craft Midweek Showcase. Oh, we did. And then last Sunday's launch, yes, you can see that's on there as well. So yeah, all the videos are on there, Kirsty, on the live section, so you can watch them all. Hello, our lovely Emma. So this time I want to show you how this hangs perfectly on Emma's Ovals. So we say Emma's name and Emma shall appear. So this was named for our wonderful Emma Woods. So all I'm going to do is, and again, for a detailed die, always, if you can, unless you're using the aperture, cut it down to the card. So it's easier to cut from a smaller piece. And remember, always scrape your excess bits off. There we go. And remember, if you're going for this, try and add something else into your basket, because it's free P&P over £25. So you do want to make sure you're not paying £3.50 for your postage. There we go. So we've just cut our new daisy circle, or daisy oval, sorry, out of black. I think they look so good in black and white, but you can see it fits exactly as if it's floating with a fine rim on that, making it a bigger frame. So what we're going to do is turn that over, and on this outside, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue glaze, because this is such a, you don't want to use spray glue for this, you really want to use glue glaze for this, because it only meets it in a really fine area, and you don't want everything to be sticky. So I'm just going to take that round. Question, do I need to bring anything to the workshop next week? Just your basic toolkit, Emma. I will provide everything you need. So I'll provide everything you need. All you need to do is to bring yourself and, we say, your basic tools. So what you wouldn't craft without, like your pokey tool and your scissors and, you know, anything like that. Everything else I'll provide. I'll provide glues and tapes and everything. But then if you don't like sharing, I will always take my own glue with me and glue glaze and stuff, because I hate sharing. But can you see there now, look, from both sides, that sits on there perfectly and floats absolutely beautifully. So you're making that frame even bigger and fitting even better. And then what I'm going to do is I want to cut myself another white. So I'm going to take, again, a scrap of the coconut white, and I'm going to cut myself a second large white. And what I've already done is I've already cut myself a second black flower, because I want to show you how we can double these up beautifully. So let's just take our flower off and we'll pop him out. And I've obviously had this one on the wrong bit of my machine. We all have days, don't we, where we just use the wrong machine or the wrong bit or the wrong section of it. Terrible, really. So let's just take these bits out. There we go. Yeah, it would make a beautiful shaker card, because you can put your acetate in there And then match, you can't, it's a bit hard with the ring. That's why it was designed to work beautifully with that Emma's ovals, so that you could mix and match them all together. You can't have a die, it should work on its own. What comes in the packet should be enough to make everything. But then if you add it with other dies that you've got in your set or in your stash, you can make even more. That's always been my idea. I've been drawing today and yesterday. So I've been drawing for the last 2 days, some new collections. And that's the idea that, again, they will all cross each other. So you can use them together or separately, and everything will tie together. So what I'm going to do is pop a rim onto the one that's on the frame. Nice and simply. Then I'm going to just glue the separate one. This is all included, so you don't need another die set. You don't need the daisy for this. We are thinking of reordering the daisy, so if you did fancy it and you weren't able to get it, let us know if you'd be interested if we reordered it, because we need to know. We will only reorder it if people actually want it. Look, I'm going to rotate that, but it becomes almost a separate flower. I love this daisy so much. I've done something quite similar in the new ones in a different format. So again, I'm just going to take, well, I would if I could find, there they are. I'm just going to take a pearl and pop it in the middle. And then I could literally, in fact, what I want to show you is something just to work on this. So something I've been thinking, holding in my mind. Oh, I've just dropped, honestly. I've got a text stamp here. It's one of my old ones. So I've just got a card blank that I've decorated up. There we go. With a little bit of white, then a layer of black. So just to add a little one. Daisy, give me your answer, do. Perfect, you see. Just gives us that little bit more interest. I'm going to take the sentiment I've got, which is special friend. So, Leslie, big decision, people. Open the Lindt chocolate or the Ferrero Rocher. Oh, with these Ferrero Rochers, you were really spoiling us. Ferrero. I'm more of a Ferrero fan. My mum loved Lindt. I like a hazelnut and Nutella. So let's just put a little bit of foam tape round. And we're starting to run out. Everyone's really big on Lindt, aren't they? At the minute. So I'm just going to go in the centre. But you can see there, I'll go forward again, look. So we've got, no, I'm not going, oh I am. Wish my iPad worked properly. There we go. So you've made a new frame that doesn't exist. So something completely different. Just using that beautiful oval. So that is our daisy oval at $14.99. I think the vote's definitely going Lindt, Leslie. I think everybody's definitely, by the looks of things, more people are going for Lindt than Ferrero. Obviously, not everyone is an 80s child like me when they were the poshest chocolates you could have. So we've made 3 different cards tonight. Where have I put the other one? There we go. All using that beautiful daisy oval, which I hope I like. Emma Woods is a fruit and nut. My nan was a fruit and nut girl. She's opening both, as our Leslie. So thank you for joining me tonight. I will be back on Hobbycraft tomorrow. Let's move. Meep, meep, meep. I'm trying to do the reversing noise. I will be back tomorrow with on Hobbycraft at 9:30. I've got a double. I shouldn't have agreed that, but I did. I agreed to do them all through March. And then I've got a double again at 1:30. I think I'm 1:30 till 3 tomorrow. But it's brand new, bog off. Obviously not brand new. This is our brand new launch. We always launch here exclusively first on a Sunday. But it's a brand new buy one, get one free deal tomorrow on John Next Door. We've never, ever done buy one, get one free on John Next Door before. So that's on Hobbycraft tomorrow. Zoom sneak peek. Yes, basically. The box is one piece of card. I did it years ago. So you're going to make the box, because I love showing you the boxes. Oops. And the wrap. So you're going to make the wrap, which is normally around. Says John, put it on properly. There we go. So I've been photographing it, so I've had to do it in separate pieces and things so I can photograph it right. There we go. So there's your little wrap. We slide that off. We open our trifold card. And inside we have a little set of postcards, of little mini cards. So all designed to be almost like a little stationery set. Love this. Really pleased with this. And the box and everything all made together. So that is the Zoom class. And remember, the die to make this is exclusive to you. So it won't come out for a couple of weeks after you've bought the Zoom class. And the die is included and all the parts. So that's the Zoom class, which we're doing at the end of the month. And I think that's everything. I will be back. Samantha, it's fun. You're learning a lot in it. Samantha says, wow, looking forward to doing that. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn how to make yourself a 6x4 card box that's an inch deep with one piece of A4 card. Something I did years ago, and then I'll be honest, I saw someone do it on Facebook and I thought, that's my idea. I spent hours working out that. But then you're going to do a trifold card. You're going to make your own belly band to go around it. And you're going to make the little individual postcards, which of course could be put onto 6 fronts of 6x4 cards and add more flowers on. And using one of my favourite flowers, the Shirley flower, which was named for our little niece, who is whose surname is Shirley. And you know, so our sister, brother-in-law and little niece, who are all Shirleys. So thank you for joining me. Hopefully you can join me on Wednesday at 6 o'clock here live on the Art of Craft, John Next Door Official and YouTube for our Art of Craft showcase. We do a midweek showcase now, which with some deals on it, some amazing things. I've got some beautiful things on this week. I'm really excited. I just hope I've got enough time to do them justice because I haven't had any time yet, but I will. So that is Wednesday. I'll be back at Craft Cave on 7 o'clock on Wednesday, but it might be a truncated version or a shorter version because I've got workshops on Thursday in Louth and next Sunday in Royston in Barnsley. So enjoy the rest of your evening, your Mothering Sunday, or just your Sunday, however you feel about it. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll leave you with a video of the samples. Take care, guys. Bye.